Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. We are getting into my top 10 list of movies of 2022. So without further ado, before I do this, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Hey, and without further ado, let's get into this list. Number 10. This movie blew me away. Triple R absolutely blew me away. It has a lot of action. It's very entertaining, and it just hooks you in right from the beginning with this amazing action sequence. And I don't know about you, but if you haven't watched Triple R, go ahead and watch this movie. I highly recommend it. Number 9. Glass Onion, Knives Out Mystery. This movie was just so good. Now, it's a spinoff of Knives Out. It's a packed, star-studded cast with Daniel Craig, Edward Norton, Kate Hudson, Batista, and Janelle Monáe, who, by the way, is absolutely killing it in this performance. This movie is fun. It has a lot of humor, and I love how it keeps you on pins and needles going through the whole movie to really figure out what is the mystery that's happening in this movie. Number 8, Smile. Oh, wow. This movie came out of nowhere, and it's brilliant. Very well executed, and it scared the living shit out of me. I mean, this movie was really intense. It's a psychological thriller, and it really kept me on edge and pins and needles the whole time. It had jump scares, but it didn't rely heavy on the jump scares. And when it had those jump scare moments, it really made sense, and it was very well executed. So as it continually builds throughout the movie, it really pays off at the end, and the tension really builds, and I really enjoy this. Very awesome movie. Please watch this. It was freaking awesome, and the payoff at the end is even better. I highly recommend this one as well. Number 7, Wakanda Forever. I really love this movie. It's one of those movies that I felt is definitely one of the best MCU movies of the year. Many of us have waited so long for this movie, especially with the unexpected passing of Chadwick Boseman. And I just commend so much to Ryan Coogler for really taking so much time to try to make this movie when its main hero unfortunately had to pass away. The cast is bringing it in this movie. It has so much emotions. The acting is top notch. It's stellar. The film looks amazing, and I must give it up. Angela Bassett is delivering one hell of a performance. She really should be nominated for Best Supporting Actor, and I really do hope she gets a nomination here. And I also did like the introduction of Namor. Even though there are beats of the story in this movie I didn't like so much, overall, I still think it does hit this list for one of the best movies of 2022. Number 6, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Wow, this film was absolutely amazing, and I was pleasantly surprised. I watched this film not knowing what to expect, and it really did deliver. It had great action. It took me on an emotional journey, and just watching this film, I just started to love so much more about this film, because not only this film has a lot of action in it, it's a film about love and what could have been, and the way they execute this, it's done very well. And come on, who doesn't love the fact that they introduced my man Short Round and Data in this film? Look, he is giving a fantastic performance, and we haven't seen him in like over 20 or 30 years. So seeing Short Round or Data in this film was an absolute joy. He is giving one hell of a performance. I definitely recommend Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Number 5, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. This is the sequel to WandaVision, and I absolutely loved WandaVision. Elizabeth Olsen is giving a spectacular performance. She's showing her pain, her anger, and the leaps that she's willing to take in order to see her kids that she no longer has anymore. And I really love the depth in this movie with her character. I mean, even Doctor Strange has a lot more depth in this movie, and I really enjoyed that. The film takes you on an emotional roller coaster, and not only that, you have great action and great horror sequences that are done very well. It actually was some parts in this movie that kind of scared the crap out of me, and I jumped a little bit. And who doesn't love seeing that? I mean, I think Wanda did a very good job. I love how this tied into WandaVision and the What If series, and I really do hope to see more of Elizabeth Olsen because she brought a very compelling and magnetic performance. Go see this film. Number 4, Elvis. I did not want to go see this film, but I'm so glad I did. I love this film so much. I mean, Austin Butler is giving a magnetic performance as Elvis Presley. I felt like I was watching Elvis in this film. If he doesn't win an Academy Award for playing Elvis in this film, something is absolutely wrong. The movie is visually stunning, and the performance in this movie are so great. And when I'm talking about performances, I'm talking about the actual music performances of Elvis. Austin Butler is bringing it so good in this film, and it just really draws you in. I think the film did a really good job taking you on that 20-year journey of Elvis, but also showing you that complicated relationship with this manager, Colonel Tom Parker. I'm sorry. Look, Elvis definitely should be nominated for Film of the Year. I think Austin Butler should definitely be nominated, and hopefully he does win an award for his performance because it was absolutely stunning. Number 3, The Batman. What can I say? What a great film. Robert Pattinson is killing it as Batman. Jeffrey Wright as Detective Gordon, absolutely amazing. And their relationship between Batman and James Gordon is one of the best parts of this film. It's so magnetic, and I want to see those two on the film so much more as things continue. Their chemistry was absolutely amazing. Zoe Kravitz, she killed it as Catwoman. And Colin Farrell as the Penguin. Wow. If nobody told me that was Colin Farrell as the Penguin, I would have never thought so. He was doing so good. It was an absolutely amazing performance. And he really should be nominated in this award season for such an amazing performance because he really killed it. It was just really good. I love everything about this movie from beginning to end. I don't have any qualms about this movie. Batman is a phenomenal movie. I know that people say the runtime is a little long, but I didn't mind it at all. I actually think the runtime actually helped the movie because you really got a much more in-depth on what was going on with these characters, and I absolutely enjoy it, and that's why Batman is my number 3. Number 2, Prey. Oh, I don't know what to say. This movie was amazing. This is the prequel to Predator, but by far, this is the best sequel to the original Predator since the original Predator came out way back in the 1980s. This movie is amazing. It's number 2 on my list by so many reasons. One, it takes it back to the way the Predator was. It really simplified it to what made the Predator so great. Stripping down the film and having it as a contained story on a smaller scale is what makes this work so well. I felt like I was in the woods the whole time. And taking this journey with Amber Mid-Thunder, she does a knockout performance. And taking this journey with her is like a coming of age story. And I really enjoyed that. She learns how to navigate her way as trying to be a tribal warrior, but everybody really does underestimate her. But she uses her wits and her smarts to take down the Predator, and it's so great, and it's just so very well executed. The fight scenes in this movie are absolutely amazing. Nothing about these fight scenes I didn't like. I loved everything from beginning to end, and I love how the Predator in this particular movie starts making its way up the chain on the predators of Earth. So it starts off with snakes, and then go to wolves, and then bears, and eventually, of course, it ends up with humans. And then you have that battle with who is going to be the apex predator in this particular situation. I love everything about this movie from beginning to end. And the way it ends, I wouldn't be surprised if there's another film with Amber Mid-Thunder and the Comanche tribe, because it was just that damn good. Amazing film. And if you haven't seen it, what are you doing? Number 1. It's been over 30 years of this sequel. Top Gun Maverick is by far the best film of 2022. This is a passion project by Tom Cruise, and he's been wanting to do this for some time. But most of the time when you have a sequel like this, that's this far behind. I mean, 30 plus years. Most of the time, this doesn't really work out, but this works out on every single level. This film is incredible. And even though it's a sequel, it doesn't feel like it. It's contained. It feels good and nothing seems forced. And I really like that. Even though they're giving you the nostalgia of things from the previous Top Gun, it doesn't feel like they're hitting you overside the head with it, which is really good. It works within the story. It's very subtle. And seeing the journey of Maverick and that he takes through this film is absolutely amazing. It really does draw you in. And I gotta say, this is one of Tom Cruise's best performances I've ever seen in years. Hey, you know the action is going to be good, so I'm going to say that. The action is top notch, the action is stellar, and the filming that they're doing within the cockpit is absolutely amazing because all of this direction is so stunning and the action is so good. It keeps you on the edge of your seat the whole time. I really love this film. It's shot very well. As I stated earlier, the shots from the cockpit are something that you'll never ever see, and it's absolutely amazing. Top Gun is visually stunning. It's absolutely incredible. The action is great. The storyline is amazing. And that is the reason why this film is the best film. And because of that, it is one of the highest grossing films of 2022 because it was just that damn good. That's my number one pick for 2022, Top Gun Maverick. And if you haven't watched it, what are you doing? Thank you guys so much for watching this review of my top 10 list of 2022. As I said, this is my list. If there are things on the list that I didn't say that you really think should have made the list, hey, put it in the comments below and let me know. And other than that, I'll be back here with another video. Peace.